Okay, we are live. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm walking in. Hey, everybody.
Hello. I see a bunch of listeners. I didn't know if anybody wanted to come up and speak.
Kay, I know is a good friend of mine. I know she has probably have a lot of, you know, uh, things that she's using. She wants to share. So I'm gonna make you a co-host too, Sarah, and I'm gonna give the
Alrighty.
mic to Sarah, and then my friend Bitya is here too. We're all about that chamber. And then my good friend Brent. This is what you get for doing multitasking. I'm like trying to get into my studio. I got everything streaming perfectly. Everything actually working perfectly. I'm just kind of like, wow. I went through a stage where nothing worked, but now it's working great. Yay.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we actually have done a space, hasn't it? I think we took a couple weeks off, maybe.
Yes, I was just a little bit overwhelmed and nothing was working. None of my equipment was working. Nothing worked. It was really bad actually. So, when nothing's working, you just kind of like know that it's time to like step back.
Yeah, sometimes you realize that you have to take a minute because it just gets really frustrating, especially like I said, I've had days where I've just felt like giving up because it's just been one bad thing after another. But that's about it. Like after that, you kind of have to just give up. But then you have to focus. Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing right now.
Don't worry, we're good. So let me say hi to everybody. Welcome to our Beauty Spaces bar. I'm here with my co-host Sarah. Kara will be here soon, and I want to say hi to Brent and Kay, and my friend Bitya too. And again, this space is recorded and also live streamed, and also recorded on another platform, and also it's going to be recorded on another platform. So we're going to document this quite a bit, by the way. So, and again, I want to say hello to everyone. Um, we did a show. Our last one was a couple weeks ago, and we did one about hemp skincare, and it was very impromptu. And I uploaded to YouTube, ran some ads, and when you run ads, you really don't know what happens. When people click or people looked at it, and I just started noticing people.
I don't know if you're cutting on my thing, but I can't hear you.
No, I can hear myself. Hold on, let me double and triple check. Why? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I feel like it's like the Verizon phone thing. So we we are doing a second version. There's so many different companies, but I want to go touch base on the difference between hemp and CBD oil. It's a big difference, by the way, of what they're used for. I didn't, I figured cannabinoid is a cannabinoid, but hemp oil is a hydrator and CBD oil is an anti-inflammatory. Did you know that?
I knew some of that, but I didn't know all of that. I know a lot about hemp. I know that CBD derives from hemp, but I don't necessarily know like everything, why or where or what, like what does what to add what, because there's a bunch of different receptors and different types of ways of what is it? There's all different kinds of cannabis products. There's CBD, THCA, Delta 8, Delta 10, regular THC, THCO, and some of those, not all of those, are made from like just the regular cannabis plant. They are derived from hemp. I believe Delta 8 is hemp derived. I also believe Delta 10 and THCO is hemp derived.
Extremely good emotion, so meaning it's good hydrator. So if you have and again, I think we talked about this, the largest organ in our body is our skin. And if you look at it that way and you think about all the different things our skin goes through, some of the effects that it has, the aging effects, the psoriasis, different things that we have, or even if you have an allergy, where you just you break out in a rash. So you just got to understand what it would need to bring down or soothe the skin. So if you're older and your skin just dehydrated and you need some hydration, hemp oil is good. And then, but if you're like inflamed and your skin's very sensitive and you have a rash, you break it out. They say CBD oil is good for that because it's an anti-inflammatory. And I just shared a story about
Yes,
that right there. How to know if hemp oil or CBD is right for your beauty routine.
I have family members that use CBD oil for like arthritis. I've had some that have been successful, and then I've had some people that have been like, this just doesn't work and it's too expensive for what it is. Because, like, buying CBD oils and anything that's like THC or cannabis things, I feel like they just up the price immediately. So it's usually super, super expensive to find. So I don't know, like, a lot of people will use it here, but a lot of people are like, well, it's too expensive to buy. I wish they would make it more affordable so that way people like that have arthritis and they can't afford super $60-$70 for something that's CBD or for to help with pain relief. I wish they would be able to make it more versatile.
Here comes Kara. I gave you the co-host microphone, Kara.
Hey,
Hi.
sorry I'm late.
Hello.
It's okay. We were just again, it's very impromptu. Like we want to. I think that's what make our show so good. Because I like when I was sharing you our last episode. It was I think it's I don't know. Let me look at how many listeners we got or that listened to it. We had like 3,500 when I shared it with you. Total listener for that one episode we did on hemp skincare. So I just felt like, oh, we should do a part two where we add in the difference between hemp and CBD because I didn't really know until like I started researching. So Sarah just saying that, she wished the CBD oil was not so expensive and people really don't know. There's no education about it. Really, you're taught about CBD. I mean, the ones that I know, mostly from my doctors, are more about, oh, you take it because we have a cannabinoid system. But then you think about it, our largest organ is our skin. And if our skin shows some type of inflammation or dryness or flaky is telling us something about ourselves and what's inside, right? But what if we were to know what to use? Should we be using hemp oil? Should we be using CBD oil? So I was researching. They were saying that hemp oil is a hydrator, is an emotion. It hydrates the skin. The CBD is an anti-inflammatory because you take that for pain. You want to bring the inflammation down. That's CBD oil. So, like, if you had psoriasis or any type of skin issues where your skin is inflamed, CBD oil is much better for you. And then hemp oil is more of a hydrator. So, if you're, you
Tanya, I just lost you
oh my
completely.
goodness. I think I'm just there we
There
go.
you
I
are.
just moved my phone. There we go.
There we are.
So CBD and hemp, if they had it one together, because like if you go out in the sun and you get burned, so your skin is already dry and dehydrated, and then you're inflamed at the same time. It actually I wonder if that would help the skin. Have you seen people that come in, they look like lobsters?
I have. I've seen a lot of that, especially with like sunburn. We've put CBD oil with aloe together and hemp oil to make a sunburn treatment for someone, and it works really well. They had a scalp burn pretty bad, shaved head, burned scalp, and we put this stuff on their head. And it was really a really remarkable recovery. It went away in a couple days, honestly. Like, it was really nice to see.
So it's just CBD oil, or is it, does it have hemp in it too?
It's hemp based CBD oil, so it's a not a cannabis based CBD oil. Um, and then
It's
therefore
the
there's
hemp
no
derived.
THC, the hemp
So it's
derived CBD. Go ahead, Sarah.
I just wanted to make sure that that was right. I was saying that they had hemp derived products other than like, because I know that they had cannabis products that were that like you had THC and you had CBD, whereas like most stuff that we have here in Indiana, because we are not legal with regular Delta 9, we are legal with like Delta 8, Delta 10, um, THCO. I think all of those are, I believe what you said, or I believe you've told me that they were hemp derived products, but I could not be sure. I might
Yes,
have heard that differently.
that is correct. So yeah, hemp derived means that it's something that comes from the hemp plant and is therefore extracted and processed into a new product that you can use for ingestion or topical. Um, Not all hemp oil is ingestible, but most of it can be. And then CBD oil is ingestible and topical as well. So you can put it on your skin. You can take it orally, and you can apply it to your hair. You can do anything pretty much with the CBD oil. And then with the CBD oil that has THC in it, that provides a different level of relief for people who suffer with different ailments, such as different types of cancers, irritable bowel syndrome, muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, etc. So there's a lot of different things you can treat with CBD oil that does have THC in it and without THC. So there's a lot of benefits to using those products both orally and topically.
Yeah, I think that's another information and research that I don't see too many people talking about using CBD and hemp derivative for burns. I mean, I didn't even know about that, but it makes sense though.
Kara
Yeah,
is
with the
definitely the
hydration
one to go
level.
to.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
I was gonna say that you are definitely the one to go to about this stuff because you and Kenton, your husband, are working on dealing, or you've worked on different things like pain balm. I've tried the pain balm that you've done. You've done like all types of stuff. You even do your own RSO. You make your own hemp derived gummies and your own edibles. So like if anybody had a question about hemp or CBD or any cannabis in general, Kara, I know a lot about it. She's taught me, and I've also done a lot of research, but she will be the one to know about cannabis and hemp and CBD and Delta 8. I mean, I think you even went to be a cannabis coach, so makes sense.
So you think Delta 8 would be good for as a skincare? I mean, I've taken Delta 8 and it felt really good in my insides. I just don't, I wonder
Yeah,
what it
I don't
feel like.
think personally, I don't think there's any like skincare benefits with Delta 8 because it's more for the psychoactive effect than anything else, as far as why people use it. Um, it is something that does have some, in my opinion, medicinal benefits. As far as like anxiety relief and mood elevation, I would say those are the main benefits of Delta 8. However, it does have some pain relief, but that's not something we can claim. It's something you can experience if you try it. Not all states have legal Delta 8. I don't remember which states have illegalized it at this time or banned it rather, but I do know that a lot of states do have Delta 8 products available in some capacity. A lot of people like to use Delta 8 edibles for relief, and then they also use the Delta 8 vape products for relief. But I have not seen anything with any sort of Delta 8 in the skincare level to where that would be something that would be absorbed for psychoactive effect or even for any type of skincare benefit. I think I would stick to hemp oil for that or hemp oil based products and then also CBD hemp based products. So, any of those skincare lines that have CBD or hemp oil in them, those will be beneficial to your skin, to your hair, and to your body. You'll feel very good. It definitely gives a relaxing sense once you have CBD in the product for skincare. For the lotion that I like to use on my feet, it makes me feel like I'm walking on clouds after I apply the lotion to my feet. So that's really good for someone with a lot of foot pain, and who has uncomfortable shoes on a regular basis. I think that using a CBD lotion for your feet is a really good thing to do, at least in my opinion.
But like
I
those
might
things are
use
like
some of that.
$40 for a jar.
Not all of them. The Hemp's brand is the one that I really like, and those are pretty affordable. I know that you can get one that has CBD in it, and it's under, I want to say, under $15 for a decent sized bottle. So I don't think that it's out of reach for the majority of people that want to spend money on CBD. They know it's going to be more expensive than your typical product that does not have CBD because of that fact, and they know they're going to have to spend a little bit more on a good product. So sometimes you're going to have someone that's looking for an affordable, like reasonably priced product on under $20. And then other times you're going to have someone that wants a high end product that they might have to spend a little bit more on because they want it to be a little bit different uh, formulation, right? The formulation is what they're looking for. So um, I can't think of any off the top of my head because I haven't done enough research recently, but I will say that as far as the affordability level goes, being able to get that hemp CBD lotion is something that I think any man or woman could probably fit into their budget.
Yeah, and I think you can get that at Ulta. Or
And at
like I've
some
seen it,
grocery stores.
yeah, I've seen it at Myers, I've seen it at Walmart, I think, and I believe Target might also carry it.
Yeah, that's true. And then um I'm going to do a little research here and let you guys talk for a second, but I think there's this other brand that I like that I want to share some products to the big screen up here. So I'll be right back while we talk.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start sharing some stuff about CBD for burns and stuff because, when I worked at Saks back in like 1997, 1996, this cream is called Creme de la Mer, and it came out for like burn victims supposedly. Like that's what they. It was like 90 at the time. It was like $95 for like not even like I think half an ounce or an ounce. Yeah, half an ounce. It was just crazy. And women bought it like crazy because they said that since it's a skincare for burns, imagine how well it does on skin, just regular aging skin. So it was like it went up to one of the top. It came out with just only one little moisturizer for $95. Then it went to 125 to 150. Then it came out to this other cream that was like $1,000. It was just like an 8-ounce cream. It's crazy how much money it was.
Lordy.
Yeah, creme
Yeah,
de la mer.
I'm looking up some of the CBD and hemp products. I'm looking at Earthly Body CBD Daily Intensive Care. They want $139.99 for this 8-ounce jar of it. Like that's expensive to me. But I also am seeing that you can get a lot of like CBDs or hemp derived skincare from Amazon for a decent amount of money. I mean, you might have to pay more money for certain stuff, but like I noticed that I saw they had, let's see, what they had the Body Shop has a hemp hand cream that's on Amazon for like $15, and it looks like a really big tube. Then they have something called Plant Revolution skincare, which is $12, and it's made from hemp. They have stuff at Target and Walmart that's about $5, but they range anywhere from like $5 to even over $100 for something with hemp or CBD in it. Which I
See,
mean,
I,
that's
I
not
still
too
think that's
bad.
too expensive. I know it's very compared to what they're selling. I mean, you can go to a department store and you can get a 99 cents tube of lipstick and spend $21 in there. It just really, I think
Yes.
most the cost factor is marketing, right? So I always have to wonder, like, when you get these products from these different companies, how much CBD is in there, or how much hemp is in there?
It depends, Tanya, on the product and the brand, on what they put in there. I want to say, oh man, what is that brand that is in the Ulta that has CBD that is not the hemp brand? I want to say it's like True and or I would have to look at it to see the packaging again. But they have up to 500 milligrams of CBD per container, usually on regular skincare products. I would say 500 milligrams of CBD is probably where it's going to top out. Sometimes you'll see something as high as 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams, but that's pretty high end levels for CBD. Most people don't use that high of a level of CBD when it comes to their skincare or even their ingesting. So it just depends on your levels of pain that you're trying to relieve, or your burn, or what you're looking to actually relieve with that CBD. So I would suggest that, finding something with anywhere from 250 to 500 milligrams of CBD per container is a good level to kind of treat most pain relieving uh, aspects of your life. So, um, I do apologize. Sometimes I will lose words because of brain fog, but um,
I was doing that too earlier. It's like my mind was
yeah.
it knew what it wanted to say, but then it just like blanked.
And it's not because I'm stoned. I'll tell you that right now. I'm actually not right now. So it's just I have a disorder called POTS, which is funny that it relates to pot, but postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I've talked about it on Spaces before. And essentially, it causes your body to just dysfunction sometimes and have not the same reaction to normal standing that you would have, uh, like a normal person would have. So with standing, I tend to almost pass out when I stand up. And I just ran inside from the rainstorm that we just got. So I am a little bit discombobulated still.
Yeah, it's still pouring down rain out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Usually it's raining here, but it's not. It's actually nice here. I go, oh my God, it's not even hot here. What's going on?
We had a good day today, like a really good day, but the thing was, we had really bad heat. Like we had a heat advisory. It was well over 100 degrees, what it felt like, what was supposed to feel like today, and then all of a sudden we ended up getting 40-mile-an-hour winds and freaking looks like raining cats and dogs out there.
Yeah, it's been. I don't know. It could be any type of crazy weather because you guys are in central United States, so it's kind of usually down here is the hottest. We're like, but then now everyone's beating us. We're just having really good weather.
The weather has a lot to do with your skin too.
Oh yeah.
Like if it's too cold, your skin's usually really dry. And I find that maybe CBD or hemp derived CBD or even hemp oil might be able to help that. Because you said that it helps restore and rejuvenate.
Hydration, hydration, hydration. And I mean, have you guys ever tried CBD toothpaste?
What? They have CBD toothpaste.
I think it's
I
CBD
didn't
toothpaste.
know. I
Yeah,
didn't
my
know
friend
that
has
one.
a company. Yeah, it's really good actually. Let me look up his website. We should get him to come on here. He went and bought like he moved out of New York and he bought like a farm in Pennsylvania, and then he did something else in Oregon. He grows hemp on. And so,
Oh,
yeah, he does
nice.
CBD, and then he's been doing a lot of promo and stuff. But I could have him come on and talk more about his product. But he sent me some CBD toothpaste, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, people should be carrying this. And because you think about it, CBD is an anti-inflammatory, so we all have issue with our gums.
No, that's a good idea. I wouldn't have even thought of that, honestly. So that's something I
Neither
never
would have
heard of
I.
before. And I'm super excited to kind of try it now. So you'll definitely have to send me that website or pin it up to the top so other people can find it.
Yeah, and the
But
company's
I think
called
that's a
Olay
great
Hemp,
idea.
Oley Hemp, Hemp. So is Olay H no OLEYHEMP.com. I'll find them and share it.
I never would have thought about that either. And I never would have even considered like thinking to put the two together. Like I don't necessarily think of or my teeth a lot when I think of like health. But I know that that's bad because you're supposed to. I just don't see as them as super super important. I know that they are, and you brush your teeth like 3 times a day or whatever, however much you need to. But like, I've never would have thought to put like CBD or like hemp or anything with toothpaste. But that sounds like it would help. I wonder if it would help people that had sensitive teeth.
I enjoyed it. I just forgot he sent me some. That's why, and then I forgot about it. I'm spoiled right now. Let me go look it up and see where can I get it. He sent it to me. I'm on his website, but he has so many products. He has like all these different tincture. He has the his
You're cutting out again.
he has hemp bath bombs, and then he has mouthwash. That's really a good thing too. And hemp infused bar soap. I use that too.
I used to use a brand, I can't remember. I think it was called Holy Hemp. And they were online and they had a cream that was a moisturizing cream that had a grapefruit scent to it. And it was so good for my skin. And then they also had a hemp based soap that was really moisturizing and smoothing of your skin. I really loved it. I don't know if they're still in business. I'm going to go check now. I'll be right back.
Now, I have a question. So, like, every time I look at something that has, like, my elf kit that has the CBD or hemp in it, it says that it's cannabis sativa oil is or sativa seed oil. Is that like what we should be looking for in that in like the hemp products, or is that like do they have different kinds of oils?
Oh, I always thought that we should ask Kara. She would know more because this is more of her specialty. But I always thought that you look at depending what the cannabinoids are. That's what we have to look at. That's why I always want. I wonder, I'm like when it comes to hemp, it's like the full plant, right? You have the and then you have the different ones. Because I always want to get into this business, so I went and bought all a bunch of hemp and CBD, and so that's why I asked you guys last time. I was like, can I put this on my face? Because I bought so much of it, I need to do something with it. I guess I'm not going to consume all of it. So, okay. So I found my friend's.
You cut out again.
Okay. Tanya has definitely cut out,
Oh, you can't hear me.
but
We lost you.
there you go. There you go. You're in and out right
I'm in and
now.
out. Okay, I can hear myself
Yeah,
though. It's kind of weird. I can hear myself on the player. No, but
there you go.
I was just saying that we need to get some more people on here that understand a bit more about the cannabinoids and the skincare. Alberto, you know any Alberto? We should get Alberto. Maybe he know. I think Kay knows.
I can tell you that most uh basic CBD oil is not strain specific unless the company actually wants to make it strain specific or sativa indica hybrid. Um, Oftentimes it's made from hemp biomass and they just make the hemp oil um, from that biomass. And then it's all, if the hemp is producing CBD in it, in the plant, then you will have a CBD hemp oil. So, depending on what the grow was could depend on what type of cannabinoids are in the CBD oil, but oftentimes it's just a full spectrum of cannabinoids for CBD oil, and they call it a full spectrum CBD oil. So you get kind of the full benefit of the plant, instead of specific ones that would be targeted to certain things. So I think that I hope that explains it a little better, that it's more generalized when it comes to CBD oil than specific, like with cannabis oils, and tinctures, because cannabis is more terpene based. There's also that level of THC in there that's going to give you effects, whereas CBD oil is generally non psychoactive and will have some type of relaxation effect, but ultimately it's not going to change very much about you. It's going to be a long term treatment plan that you're going to need to do for a long time. So, whether it's skincare or oil ingestion, you need 3 to 6 months of treatment before you're going to see results, long term. I know that in my experience and research, I've seen someone treat a child with CBD oil, oral with gummies, and they had Tourette's syndrome that had developed suddenly. And after about 5 months of using the CBD gummies, the child had stopped twitching and had stopped having outbursts of verbal outbursts, and the ticks went away, and they don't need to use the gummies anymore. So it's kind of interesting that this, 11-year-old kid was able to overcome a sudden onset of Tourette's syndrome just by using CBD for 5 months. But it was consistent every single day that he had to use that CBD gummy to be able to get those results. So I do personally think that being able to use CBD for children and adults is beneficial, and that there's not any necessarily negative effects unless there's an allergy there. So that would be my personal research, and certifications. Again, sorry guys, the brain fog is thick today. So I'm here with
No
you. I'm
worries.
hoping I
No
sound
worries.
logical, and I'm here to hopefully support everybody on their journey into hemp and CBD.
So we have Alberto here. He has the mic. Hi, Alberto. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Tonya, Kana, Stone, Cake, Chase, Happy, Billion? I honestly, I'm completely ignorant when it comes to the effects of cannabis on the skin. It's interesting because here in my country, marijuana is completely legal, but only for recreational purposes. So I really look forward to uh, getting being allowed to use it for medical purposes and research. That would be really amazing because so far so many things I have heard of the benefits of it in so many different aspects of health that yeah I really think it's a completely I don't know, ironic that it's legal for central use and not for another that can be as I mean so helpful for so many people with so many diseases. I don't know about the other guys. Chelsea ones that just came. Chase is happy if they know about the medical benefits that they have, particularly on the skin. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say you because it's you guys have all those plants over there, and
Oh well,
surprised that no
yeah. I
one.
mean, no,
It's a lot of
yeah.
plants. I'm sure there's a lot of
No,
leftovers lying
for
around.
example, here we have in our house that was from my grandmother. We have aloe, aloe, and I remember her with the aloe plants, just grabbing them from the floor and just rubbing them on top of the skin. Sorry. Yes, we have a lot of plants that are um, very useful for many things and for the skin in particular. Yeah.
That's what I'm
You
saying. I
say,
don't hear. I don't hear much about your country producing. All this extra like. if it's legal and that you have all, cannabis
You
is
know,
legal, so I'm sure you guys are
yeah,
growing
but
hemp too.
but you know what? There are laboratories that are being here doing research with cannabis. They are coming from other countries because of the all the chain of production of cannabis that is all certified. I mean, there's all I mean guaranteed the inocuity. I mean, all the process of production since it is planted until it is delivered in the pharmacies. It is all following a certain process that guarantees its quality, I mean, its testability. So many companies are also coming here to do research because that is allowed. So yeah, I think it's a matter of time before. Uh, I mean, that is. I mean, companies from other countries coming being installed here just for research in that specific field means that it says a lot. I mean, they're not going here just to research and then leave. I mean, I think it's obvious that it's just a matter of time before other things are becoming legal to be done here in that field. So, uh, I don't know, creating certain derivatives and products to other markets. I don't know. I think the opportunities are unlimited. It's it's really a field where the opportunities are amazing. I mean, there are plenty of ways of doing business in that industry. It's really something that in the economy will be a great change for our country when it all starts. Being completely working in a flawless way or in a
Well,
more
like they only, that's kind of weird because I don't know how it's like they're. I'm looking at cbdc.co, cbdcco.com, and they're saying that in Uruguay they have authorized 40 companies to operate with industrial hemp, and that the Uruguay allows hemp crops to contain up to 1% THC, giving them a competitive advantage compared to most other countries. I mean, Kara, isn't our country like for hemp? Do you have like 0.008 or some of THC is
Point
allowed?
zero 0.03% THC is allowed for hemp derived
That's
products,
it.
but it's by weight ratio. So if you're working with edibles, then you can make the ratio to CBD to THC higher, uh, like 100 milligrams of CBD to 10 milligrams of THC is okay. And I think it has to be a 10-to-1 ratio or more to be able to be legal federally.
I want some skincare from Uruguay. Then they have 1% THC in their stuff.
That sounds fun.
if we
I
want
think
if
I'd
you
like
want
to try
Tonya,
that.
I can ask somebody who is actually um, uh, part of what's called a club of people. It's a club of cannabis they call it, where people can be part of that because also self auto cultivating for self consumption of cannabis is allowed with certain limits, and there are certain clubs where they have um, other other things that they are allowed to do, other amounts of things that they can produce, the different things that are um, legalized for those structures that are called cannabis clubs. Uh, and yeah, I have people that are part of those clubs, so I can inquire and maybe I
Yeah,
can
we'd
try
love
to
to do a
bring
show with them.
somebody to here to talk. Yeah, because yeah, they surely know much more than me because I'm completely ignorant in that field.
Hoping that with this type of, I mean, because I remember when you guys went full legalization, I was like, I wonder how much money it's being
Yeah, I mean,
made.
no, it was huge, and um, I mean, there were I mean, the companies that are actually having the license to produce them, that are produced in certain places, complete. I mean, it's all controlled. I mean, everything is following a process that is completely transparent, and I mean, it's very, very, it's like pharmaceutical grade almost, the product. Well, it's actually maybe pharmaceutical grade. I don't know what would be the definition of that, but the fact is that um, yes, we are talking about companies from other countries that they have the license to do the production of that they come here and they made the offers to for the government to get the license, and well, it's not Uruguayan companies that are actually doing the cultivation of that. They're companies from Europe, I think Germany, or um, yeah, they're from the Nordic countries. I think, yeah, I'm completely sure that they're from Nordic countries. And I don't know if from Canada there's one that is established here, and those are the companies that are actually running most of the chain of this industry. They're not Uruguayan companies. I mean, the interest that was caused for the world was huge, because at the end it was the first country that, as a whole country, legalized marijuana for recreational use. It was no other country in the world before has legalized it at that level as a country.
Well, it's been a decade. They legalized in 2012. I wonder.
No, it was in 2012 actually that all the paperwork was ready to sign, and there were certain delays here, but it was in 2015 or 16 that actually people could go to the pharmacy and with the fingertips get their 35 grams of marijuana per month per person that they could get per $1 per gram. Also, it was all defined that way, established that way. Yeah.
See, I think that's incredible. I feel like there's so much opportunity. But I'm reading something from 2016 that they're saying that Euroway, that's it was from the Denver Post, and it said that fearing legal pot might not
Yeah,
live
I
up
mean,
to the hype.
if I'm not wrong, it was June or July of 2016. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool. And like today, I was reading and I found out, like, because where I come from, from Vietnam and Asia, the big thing is bubble tea. I don't know if anyone had bubble tea before. They have CBD infused bubble tea in Thailand, and they're making a killing over there.
I
It,
didn't even know that. I like that stuff. I have tried it maybe once or twice, but I'll have to
now,
try that. I wonder if they'll bring it here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, I don't know. I'm gonna go find out from people, because it's actually a thing everywhere you go now. We're down here, like in every corner, there's a bubble tea. Everybody's into bubble tea, and so I'm just thinking, oh my god, that'd be kind of cool to have bubble tea CBD.
That's not unlike what we would want to do with our edibles bakery, honestly.
Oh, hey Zabit, I gave him the microphone. He would know.
Hello.
So they just legalized marijuana over there? Is that what it is, or just hemp?
Yes, they legalized basically smoking in places where you are able to smoke. So, well done, Thailand. Well done, Laos. Well done, Vietnam. But that's what has been done.
Vietnam hasn't legalized yet, has it?
It's going to in Hanoi, in Da Nang, in well the tourist places, but you will not be able to smoke in public places. And hey, it's fair enough, isn't it?
I don't want to smoke it. I want to eat it. I mean, that's just, it would be better. It's so much better that way,
And
anyway.
so, I mean, eatables are, I mean, they're disguisable. So, hey, go for it.
But I feel now because of the recession, the downturn. I think anything that they can create money out of a cash crop is a huge opportunity.
COVID actually did something well. I mean, it actually did something good.
Well, I can't wait to try some CBD bubble tea.
Yay! Go back to Vietnam, go to Hanoi and go to Da Nang and go to all the beautiful places that are in Vietnam. You're gonna love it.
No, I'm gonna go back to Vietnam and grow a whole bunch of hemp and all the Agent Orange land that they say that's cleaned up, and see what the how hemp would clean up the soil.
Yay! There are so many villages in Vietnam now that actually doing all the vegetable stuff. So you're gonna love it.
So how you been? I haven't seen you forever or heard your voice.
It's been tricky.
Well, we'll have to talk about that offline. I haven't, yeah, I haven't been on Twitter, so I'm gonna have to. We're gonna end up early because I have the is it Virtual Film Festival that I have to produce, co-host or produce.
No, I want to be there. I want to be
Yeah.
there, Tonya, because I'm really interested on hearing and knowing what the film industry is doing in the NFT field. I'm completely yearning to know what's going on in there.
Did you hear about that project that was using the? They were supposed to be raising money to help the Amazon rainforest, and now it turns out that they really don't have any rights because they're trying to sell land. They're trying to sell the rainforest digital land connected to the actual land, and the people that are living there, that've been living there, that they couldn't even speak English or read or write or anything. They were saying they were con and trying and selling these land, putting that they put the fingerprint on it. It's really
Oh,
it's making
oh
NFT a
my,
bad thing. Yeah,
oh
it's a
wow,
big scandal. They got 15
yeah,
days.
oh wow. That, I mean, all these kind of things are so. I mean, I really it's so sad because they hurt so much the ecosystem. I mean, yeah, I want people to feel safe. I mean, to feel okay. We are entering here, and it's a friendly environment. But so many scams, so many people abusing and doing things that are hurting the image of the potential that this beautiful technology has that is disgusting and so annoying.
I mean, that's how. Look at social media. When I got into social media, I thought it was going to be like save the world, and we're going to be able to feed the children, and we're all going to come together, and then crowdfunding is going to help us, and all this stuff. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, so it's it's man,
No,
men, women.
but one question. Our friend Luke 3600 is going to be in the space next. Luke.
Yeah, I'm actually going to close out this space like in 2 minutes
Okay.
because I have to hop on the other space. So I'll send you. It's
Okay.
for the it's
No, no,
public.
no. I have already scheduled it because I saw it and yeah, I set the reminder. Yeah.
So I'm actually also recording this. This is going to my audio labs. I really like how the image looks. It's going to go on my YouTube. So I'm going to have
Did,
two different YouTube videos.
did you check actually from the meeting after you were in the space the other day with Dan for
With Rand, yeah, I'm all set up. He set me up, so we're gonna. This space is being recorded too.
okay.
I'm all plugged into his system. So, but it's 7:55. Everybody, thank you for being here. I have to go to my next space. Kara, we'll talk later. And Sarah, thank you for being here, and I appreciate everyone. And Alberto, thank you. Zabit, thank you so much for being here. And Jesse, thank you. It's nice seeing you. And again, my friend Bit Yates, thank you for being here. And also, so let it be written. Andrew the dad. Hey, how are you? And thank you. And Baisanula, I think I just killed your name, but thank you for being here. And I appreciate everyone for being here. And we'll be back next week. Same time. We'll continue our conversation. And Kara, we'll talk later.
Yes, definitely. Again, I'm sorry I was late today, but I'm glad I was able to make it and spend some time with everybody. Thanks for listening today and joining us. Everybody that spoke, thanks for being here. It was lovely to meet you. And Sarah, we will talk later as well. Tanya, have a great space. Everybody,
See ya.
peace out.
Bye, everybody. Peace out. I'm going to do my little clapping thing. Bye.